What made you call in a favor you swore you'd never use? My 6-year-old daughter Thalia came back from her dad's house with chunks of hair missing. I found her in the bathroom at 3 a.m. with safety scissors, cutting more hair off. When I grabbed the scissors, she whispered, "Stop! Daddy's friends choose one girl for the basement. I have to be the ugly one or they'll take me." She was shaking so hard when she said it that she threw up. "Thalia, what is going on?" I begged, my heart broken. After a few minutes of silence and breathing exercises, she said, "Daddy's friends choose one girl for the basement. I have to be the ugly one or they'll take me." She couldn't say anything else without hyperventilating, so I just tucked her into bed and told her everything would be okay. But I had to know the truth. As soon as she was asleep, I called my ex a dozen times. "What is going on with our daughter?" I asked when he finally picked up. He just laughed. "Ha ha ha, relax. You sound insane right now, and this call is being documented. The judge will love hearing about how you're filling Thalia's head with sick fantasies." Beep. I just hung up. The threat was clear. If I didn't shut the F up, then he'd make sure I'd never see our daughter again. But I still had to know what was going on, because one thing about Thalia is that she doesn't lie. Something was happening in that house. And 2 days later, I got some proof that I was right, because that's when Raquel came over. Raquel was one of my ex's 7 daughters that he had with 5 different women, all with weekend custody arrangements. And she came over with chunks of hair missing too. Raquel mentioned her daughter kept saying, "Thalia saved me from the basement," but wouldn't explain what that meant. That's when I realized this wasn't just happening to my daughter. I had 2 days to figure it out until it was time for me to bring Thalia to visit her dad again. I had no idea what I was even looking for, and halfway through my at-home investigation, my ex's girlfriend sent me a text. "Your daughter is teaching bad habits to the younger ones. Now none of them are suitable. This needs to stop." The word suitable made my skin crawl. Suitable for what? I went to CPS with photos of the girls' destroyed hair and statements from 5 mothers, but the caseworker just looked me in the eye and said, "Children cut their hair all the time, and without evidence of physical abuse, we can't justify using our resources to investigate this." I tried driving straight to the police station the next day, but when I tried to explain what was going on to the officer, he actually smirked. "Little girls playing hairdresser isn't a crime, ma'am. Maybe focus on being a better co-parent?" He slid the evidence back without looking. "Besides, your ex already called, said you might come in with wild stories." That night, Talia stood at the mirror, touching the small amount of regrowth on her hair. "It's getting pretty again," she said matter-of-factly. "I'll have to go down to the basement next time." I had one day before I had to send Talia to my ex's place. My lawyer told me if I didn't send Talia for her visit, I would lose custody permanently. I tried to talk to Talia again, and even made her favorite, chocolate-covered strawberries, thinking it would do something. "Honey, you can talk to me, please. What's going on? With Daddy?" Immediately, she yanked away from me and curled up into a ball. "Stop, stop, stop, stop! I'm not allowed to talk about it! Leave me alone!" My 6-year-old, the same girl who warms the heart of every stranger we pass by, was now acting like horrid Henry. I felt like I was losing my mind. By evening, I had 1 hour before I had to send her to my ex's place, with still no solution. As I drove to my ex's place, Thalia gripped my hand in the car so tight her knuckles went white. "Mommy, what will happen if I can't make myself ugly enough this time? I don't want to go to the basement anymore. I don't want to hang out with Daddy's friends." I just smiled and dropped her off, because I wasn't just dropping Thalia off. I was getting into that basement. I called my cousin Marco, ex-military police. "Remember what our uncle did to us? He didn't need more. Give me 20 minutes." I waited in the parking lot of a nearby Walmart. Marco arrived with his brother Santiago. They'd done 2 tours in Afghanistan together, knew how to make people talk. We pulled up to my ex's place and he came out smiling, ready to gloat about custody. But his face changed when he saw Marco. "Get inside," Marco said quietly. We invited ourselves inside. His girlfriend tried to run. Santiago caught her in the kitchen, zip-tied to a chair in seconds. My ex backed against the wall. "This is kidnapping. You'll lose custody forever. Where's the basement?" I cut him off, but Marco had already found it. 3 locks, just like Thalia said. He had them picked in under a minute. My ex went white. "You can't go down there. Please. You don't understand. I walked down those stairs. What I found down there made me physically sick." I'm not going to describe it because I still can't close my eyes without seeing it, but I will tell you this. My ex and his girlfriend are serving life sentences now. Good riddance.